Hey, it's Matthew Cook, and today I really want to talk about. We hear a lot about the mind body connection, right? But like two cables connected are, that's a connection, right? But what I like to think of it more as is like a mind body relationship. That just like a relationship with a best friend that I grew up with, right? Like there's a dynamic, ever evolving conversation and dialogue that's happening between my mind and my body all the time. But the thing is that there's such a disconnect and it causes so many hiccups and really ultimately doesn't allow us to unlock our true potential when we are disharmonious in our body mind relationship. And it's become such a prevalent issue. Like that's the thing in our modern lives. It's led to so many unaligned behaviors in our lives, and I'm sure you can imagine one or two right now in your life, maybe even currently, where it just is hindering us from discovering our true purpose in so many ways and our true happiness. And the problem is that our bodies and minds they were so seamlessly connected. You could say attached at the proverbial hip when we were born, and they were really acting in perfect unison and perfect harmony for the betterment of each other. Our body and our minds were in perfect relationship. However, obviously, as we start to grow up, external influences, our parents, well-meaning teachers, coaches, you name it, they start to give us beliefs. And we start to feel this disconnect of like, well, what they're telling me doesn't feel true for me, but they're the adult, they're the authority, so they must be right. And so we start to build these unaligned goals that just don't feel true for us or actually real for our mind, body, and our soul in a way, you could say, so that our actions end up being misaligned from that. And also, not only that, but the digital age, right? Like, because we are on social media platforms, just like this one, sadly, that at times that can really knock us off the harmony that's meant to be there between our body and our mind. And so we have these physical and emotional well-being issues. And so to fix the mind-body disconnect or disharmony, we need to really prioritize listening to our bodies and embracing their wisdom. And that is such a key factor. Is, can I slow down just enough, slow down to speed up? Can I slow down to listen to my body, embrace its wisdom, and then by reconnecting with my innate likes, intuitive hunches, bodily sensations, emotions, images, we can start to rebuild the communication channel that's been there between our body and our mind, that's been lying dormant for so many years. Now, I'm just going to give you a couple of the benefits of that. Obviously, we start to reconnect and rediscover our true direction, our true north, and our desires, right? Leading to a much more purposeful life. We get to improve our overall well-being, right? And by actually addressing those aches and pains and emotional needs, right? And I get to like truly be in dialogue with like, why are you here? What's going on? Like putting a microphone up to the body, right? And starting to ask, what's going on here? I start to cultivate self-trust and confidence and compassion and self-love. And then finally, I get to engage in a really fulfilling career that I just like love, and my relationships and my hobbies start to align with my authentic self, who I truly am inside. And so obviously studies have shown, we know this, studies have shown that by reconnecting our bodies and our minds and embracing mindfulness practices, they significantly improve our mental and physical health, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. But I think the problem for so many of us is that it feels like I don't have the time. Like, where the heck am I going to find the time to like sit still for an hour or to meditate for an hour? Like, hell no. Most of us don't have that time or that ability. So that's where I've been able to do this with my clients. In fact, I was just recently working with a very, very successful entrepreneur. And one of her things was like, I just literally don't have the time, Matthew. I have such a busy body. Like, I can't sit still, and I have such a busy schedule. And so for us, the biggest thing was by incorporating B3, body-based breakthrough, into her lifestyle. It's a 15-minute practice every day, y'all. It's so simple. All I'm doing is waking up my body. I'm starting to have conversation, dialogue with my body and my mind. And by simply doing that for 15 minutes, tuning into the wisdom of my body, I then am able to then parlay that into a very successful and productive day where I'm reaching my full potential for that day. And that is the value of body-based breakthrough. And so that's it for today. I want to just like give you that gem today that you can start to like really soak into, like, what can I do to start to bring my mind-body relationship back into harmony? and start to then live a much more fulfilling and productive life, where she started to replace, in this case, this woman, she'll remain nameless, but she got to now live a much more fulfilling life that's connected internally to herself. Has a lot less pain as a result, and in her body, her hips had a lot of pain, and now that's been relieved as a result of body-based breakthrough. And she's now having a much more fulfilling relationship with her husband and with her family, and her work is feeling like she's back in flow, and it's a lot more effortless and fun. She's back in play. So that's what I want for you. So if you're interested in learning more, go to bodybasedbreakthrough.com. Check out the description below. There's going to be a lot more coming for you, but that's what we're doing here at Body Based Breakthrough. Thanks for joining.